Baltimore, Maryland. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Baltimore Ravens. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. From the 6. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Corral sets up play action. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Corral. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. See the athleticism there of Brian Burns stopping him behind the line.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Jackson. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. They brought him in off the corner, and he gets in to drop him for a loss of 4.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their opening drive, that ended with the interception. Fortunate, though, it didn't lead to points.
It didn't lead to points, and because they kind of got away with one, maybe you come back and throw something similar again to show that you're not afraid, that you're not going to back down, and take your shot. Let the defense know that you're going to be there all game long.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
First down. Here's Corral with it. And incomplete on the deep ball. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Corral on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense took him to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Corral. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. A quick throw, but incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a first down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
On third down, Corral.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers, because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback, trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them, and that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
And they're swooping. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore. Touchdown number 15 of the year.
And the Panthers are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Jackson. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 2nd down, here's Corral.
Escaping the pressure right.
He gets this one to Hubbard, complete.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st down, Corral.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and long. Corral over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Corral from the gun on 3rd down here.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 23.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed 1st down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
This offense so far on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Jackson. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
On 2nd and 10, here's Corral. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Corral looking to throw.
And now another one thrown incomplete. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, the mental focus.
That's
got to stay with it.
That's true. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins.
He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
The Ravens at 3-6 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. 3 yards remain for second down. Jackson now. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Corral looking to pass, second down. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Now Corral. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. He's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
The slot man in motion right. From the gun, Jackson. Hauled in on the out route by Melton. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Jackson from the shotgun. He's able to find Melton. The 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Bo Melton, 61 yards.
And the Ravens have cut it back within a score.
Tucker with the extra point. That'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Corral. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. That's caught at the 25. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Hubbard. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
now looking to throw.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Gonzalez to add the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Panthers 17, Ravens 7.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue?
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a three-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, trying to get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by J.C. Horn.
Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Panthers 31, Ravens 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over first and 10 at their their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And now here is another interception. Dante Jackson picks it, and the Panthers are going to take over at their own 41. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That was Travis Jones working his way through and sticking it behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run. And this offense on 3rd down today, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Corral looking to throw it. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. The Yetur Gross-Matos there to bring him down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And my goodness, another interception.
Jeremy Chin picks it off, and the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks.
On the play fake, Corral.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Corral.
That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Panthers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
He sets to fire deep.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Jackson.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd down and 3. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
58 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing is Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end.
And he will have a Ravens first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and
4. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And now here is another interception.
Jeremy Chin picks it off.
The 30. 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
They go play action with Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And now here is another interception.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
But just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, and they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. They'll run here with Hubbard. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Gonzalez to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. To throw is Jackson. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. One last shot for Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. 'Cause 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 And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
Well, it's pretty rare that you see a ball game decided by this wide of a margin, and now it gets, Charles, even wider after that pick six. They've done everything right on that sideline.
I think we can safely say that not only is the scoreboard, right, the gap big there, now everyone's just looking for stat padding, right? Do I get a chance to make a big play? Can I get a takeaway? Can I go ahead and put the ball in the end zone? That's what these guys are all talking to each other about now with a lead this big.